Welcome to the 2023 Rolex Monterey Motorsports Reunion. Every year they pick a single manufacturer to celebrate, and who are we celebrating this year? That's right, state of Michigan, Corvette Racing, Corvettes in general. Let's take a look through the Corvette Pavilion here at some of the amazing cars, not only from the racing history, but also the development history within General Motors over the last 50, 60, Lord knows how many years. And here we have the celebration of Corvette. Let's start, as we should, with just a punch in the face. How beautiful. 1963 Chevrolet Grand Sport, 377 cubic inch V8, making 500 or so horsepower. It's the ornate manner of these 63 Grand Sports. All of the venting, everything done to get air in and out to feed these amazing V8s. John Meekum, the Meekum Racing team, this being one of their products. Ha! Look at the exhaust. Come on. You take a look at the wheels here. Knockoff wheels, right? Use a mallet to knock these large nuts on and off. Then notice the smart little grace note here. That is safety wire taken from the aircraft industry. Drill a hole into the nut here, wire that to the wheel itself. Cannot come loose unless that safety wire breaks. Pretty rare thing. But look at this vehicle in general. Tons of motor up front, driver in the cabin, but look at the rear tire. I mean, look at the line of that tire is almost right at the driver's back. Not a lot of overhang at the rear, all business in this coupe. Just beautiful, truly just beautiful. You move right alongside, and it's just another amazing version. Look at this. How amazing, right? Leather straps to hold the hood down. State of Texas here, where this is glorious and shiny and beautifully restored. I love that this is not overworked, not done to a crazy painstaking level to look brand new. I love a vintage race car that looks a little bit, not too much, but a little bit like it did when it last ran however many years ago. Ducks and scoops, cooling here at the back. How awesome is this? Seriously. Pretty little Corvette here as well. Check out this gift. Who is the driver? Might have heard of him. Who owned it? That's right, the Mickey Thompson. How gorgeous is this 1963 Corvette Z06? I love machines like this. Not flashy, more stealth than anything. Black wheels, just so righteously done. Again, look at the little grace notes here. Make sure the windshield stays in. Beautiful little hand fabricated aluminum pieces riveted to the chassis, shaped nicely here just to hold the windshield in. Something that would not have necessarily happened in and of its own back in the day. Look at this. NASCAR royalty, Salt Flats royalty, all kinds of royalty coming together here. Oh, truly, y'all, if you can, get here to this reunion event in Monterey every year. There's always something just so special. Let's go to a 1969 L88 Roadster, and I apologize for my sniffly voice. I'm still getting over whatever Indiana flu someone gifted me at the Brickyard event. It's just pure shoulders, right? I mean, this is there's nothing subtle about this. Slightly chopped windshield here. But look at this though, just in terms of a racing experience. I mean, it's you sitting, just looking, I don't even want to say you have much of a windshield. You're just looking straight over the hood, steering the hell out of this thing, trying to deal with all kinds of oversteer. Lots of meat at the back. This is everything that's right in the world. Wear you out, but make you love it at the same time. Here's the 77 Supervette. The Paul family making a lot out of this. I'm going to do a separate standalone walk around video of this, so no need to go in depth right now. But I mean, seriously, you look at that and say, thank goodness for human evolution. We have free will, creativity, rules that allowed you to do such things, and we did them. Here we have even more royalty. 1966 Corvette L88. Some guy might have heard of. Happened to be involved here. Love it when you also find some of the old ads, some of the old promotional materials that go with the car. Help tell you the story. You look at the amount of love being given just to make sure. Always looking right. Celebrating and honoring who owned it, who ran it, the manner in which they're accustomed to running it. I mean, Zora Arcus Duntov. Look at that. Just as much of a father of the Corvette as anyone you'll ever hear about or know about. Look at that beautiful stack of the tack and Speedo right on top of each other. '56 Corvette SR2, 240 horsepower. A lot of amazing drivers back in the day were part of this vehicle's trailblazing history. Oh, wow. This is needed on the back of every race car. Then we come to our newest Corvette friend. Was fortunate to see this a couple months ago when it won its class in the farewell to GTE. And thank goodness our pals at Corvette Racing left this nice and dirty just as it came off the track. And our guy, Ben Keating, winner. Nikki and Nico as well. I just love seeing this C8R, but also knowing that It's fully funky. 100% funk. I love this. Anybody can polish a car to within an inch of its life. If you survived a nasty 24 hours of Le Mans and won, you got to do this. You gotta let folks see it and really experience what it was like. So I love this. Let's go back in time to some originals. Why don't we go to Corvette C5R, the original Corvette racing chassis here. Obviously, we have test mules beforehand, but if we're talking racing, how about that? Famous for the central additional endurance headlights here. Yeah. You can just see the shoulders on this motor here. Front fender louvers, venting of course to cool that motor. Just glory. Along with some good friends. Even Justin Bell. Take a look at this hot rod from the back. Be sure to go to corvetteracing.net, by the way. That one's blowing up on the interwebs. I believe you can find that on AOL and Netscape and CompuServe possibly as well. Look at this, just amazing. Amazing. And then here as well. Love the switch to some blue for a little bit, some good old red, white, and blue here. 2003. These 7-liter V8s. Not 5, not 6. Let's do 7. Why? Because we can. I'm not kidding. You really do need to be here for the reunion. Every year it's something, and just, it's amazing. Talking real hand fabrication here. Splitter-ish, probably some brake ducting going on here as well. This is an era, slightly before my time, but grew up seeing a lot of Corvettes like this, racing locally, amateur type stuff, where you need something, feel it would be better in some way, you just made it. This little air diverter here, a little piece of plexiglass, little pieces of bent steel or aluminum, probably aluminum. You just did it. Just gorgeous. And obviously the side exhaust, pretty common, known thing for the Corvettes. But here's like, right here's your header pipes coming out into the collector. Like, just come on. It's so amazing. Gotta love the Ferrari North American Racing Team, the good old NART badge there as well. Started getting into 1960s Corvettes. This one went over to France for the classic here, signed by Briggs Cunningham, John Fitch, and so on. It's from an important part of Corvette racing's history, where we have these purebred machines built by professionals, made for professionals. These earlier days of the Corvettes, get some pretty amazing examples where real folks could buy them, make the necessary safety modifications. The cars themselves, as you would buy, had enough performance capability to where you could go and achieve really big things with them. Obviously, do some hot rodding, prove whether it's motor, transmission, you name it, but this wasn't something where you had to rely on the world's greatest builders of chassis and racing minds and such. The car as you bought it was phenomenally capable. You could take something like this and not only win on the amateur racing SCCA level, but you wanted to go to Sebring, you wanted to go to wherever you could, and you knew that you had a car that was capable of doing some pretty impressive things. 1973 Chevrolet Aerovette, right? Suck it, Elon. We're a little bit ahead of you there with the little flippy doors. 1973, 50 years ago, this was a concept car, Corvette. How do you not love that? Behind it, one of the many Corvette CERV models here. I love the look of this thing. I mean, today, this thing I would think would still look modern or just amazing in general. They're trying to charge her up here. Let's finish our tour looking at the 1964 CERV CERV. Little air brake action here. What you had with these cars, this whole line, was GM using these, creating these vehicles as real and true test mules. Want to try a new suspension idea. Haven't, again, powertrain, suspension, whatever it might be, aerodynamics, built test vehicles, drove the heck out of them, tried a bunch of different things, learned a ton of different things. Even going back to the original idea, the CERV 1, open wheel car, built by General Motors. As a real concept trier, definer, killer, whatever it might be. Got an idea, let's give it a try. Well, let's bolt it onto this. Ah, look at this. It's incredible. 1960. Just love everything about GM's long-standing passion for improvement, motor racing, getting the best out of both worlds, making their road cars better. It's, yeah, it's what I'm all about. And I assume you are as well if you're watching this. How about 1959 Corvette Stingray Racer? Just pure beauty. Pure beauty. Then we'll close with a bit of a big deal. 1957 Chevrolet Corvette SS. The grille, everything about this car, so iconic. Fuel injection, y'all, and some venting for the traditional side exhausts. Oh boy. This was a big challenge, a statement of sorts. Create something, make the most out of it. And here we have that. It's just everything that you'd want to love about a Corvette, along with so many other amazing machines here in this hall, in this display. Nothing but love. For the Corvette.